Hi, a few months ago, more than 12 months, I wrote this blog post why I think the dot is not a problem in Elixir. So the situation is this is when you have a function, an anonymous function, and you assign it to a variable in Elixir, and if you want to call that function, you have to use a dot. So double dot, open parenthesis, 3, close parenthesis, and then it returns 6. So for some people, this is a problem. For instance, the late Joe Armstrong, one of the creators of Erlang, wrote in 2013 uh, when he spent a week with Elixir, which is this blog post here, that in the section funs have an extra dot in the name because in Erlang, anonymous functions are called fun. So he says, oh, in school I learned that to call functions by writing f10, not f.10. Of course, this only happens when you are doing that with in this situation. So here I wrote that I don't think this is a problem because uh, developers are not going to do that in Elixir, and so that's only my opinion because my opinion is that Elixir developers usually don't assign an anonymous function to a variable. It's it's easier to create a private function or to create a new function in a module. So that's why it's this is not a big problem. So I think that you are right. Wrote Tory here. Indeed, it's an uncommon pattern to use anonymous functions as variable and also doesn't bring significant code readability and is against maintainability. But I believe it was today or yesterday, José Valim wrote a blog post. Yes, it was 2 days ago in the Dashbit blog, where he explains why he had to choose this way. When he created Elixir, why it was necessary to have a dot here between the name of the variable and the arguments of the variables or of the arguments of the function. And it's interesting because he explains here the some things behind the decision, some reasons for that decision. And one thing that I'm going to leave the link for you, the description. But one thing that I really I hadn't noticed is that in Erlang, variables have start with capital letters and functions with lowercase letters, uppercase here. In Erlang, variables start in uppercase, while function names start in lowercase. So that's why in Erlang you can do that. You can do this var equals fun xy, and but you cannot do this in Elixir. So anyway, it's different in Erlang too. So one might ask, why some functions in Erlang start with a capital letter and some other functions start with a not capital, sorry, with a uppercase letter, and some functions start with a lowercase letter. Summing up, I hope this clarifies one of the most asked parts about the Elixir syntax and answers why the dot. Too long didn't read. Given the lack of tabs versus space discussions nowadays, I resurfaced the Lisp 1 versus Lisp 2 debate to keep programming forums active. He's just being funny here. and you understand the Lisp 1 versus Lisp 2 if you read this text. Okay, that's it for today. See you later. Bye bye.